Now, this is the second portion, and the second portion, we're going to find the uncertainty, and the uncertainty is just going to be uh, delta K. And so, how do we find the uncertainty? So, the uncertainty is going to be found using the following formula. We have delta K over K, which we just found, squared equals to the error or tolerance in F. So we put that in over F. We know that plus delta X over X. And we have all of this information. So ultimately, we're just looking for delta K. So we know that that's going to be the square root of delta F over F squared plus delta X over X squared. And we're just going to multiply this times K. Okay. So that is what we're doing here. And we're just going to use the information that we had in Microsoft Excel to do this. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to say I'm just going to move this over. I'm going to fill this to the right. All right. And so we want to know the uncertainty. All right. All right. So let's just make this a little bit bigger. So how do we do that? Well, we are going to say equals to SQRT, if you guys remember, and we are going to have the power. And so that's going to be the power of and let me pull up my sheet real quick so we can see that. So you can see it's the power of the uncertainty and the force. So let's see if we can find that. Error and the force. So I'm going to have error, and I need that to be divided by the force. All right, so that's here, and comma, and I need it to the power of 2. All right, so that's going to be the first part. And then we're going to have ourselves a second part. So this is going to be plus power, okay? And in this particular case, we're looking at the change in X. So we have our compression length error, but that's in centimeters. Is that in centimeters? Okay, so I didn't change the centimeters around the meters, and I'll do that shortly. And that's going to be divided by, let me do that again. This is divided by the compression length in meters. All right. If I did centimeters, that would be fine for both of them, but the units are just mixed up a little bit there. And then I have a power of 2. So I'm going to close that parenthesis, and then I'm going to multiply that times my spring constant. Ooh, let me go back on. Well, this is this is. Let me just go back to compression error, and this is in meters. So I made a mistake there. And then I have this one in centimeters. Okay. So this is equal to SQRT. And then we have power. And I have the power of, and I use the force first. So I have the error in the force divided by the force. All right. And then that's going to be squared plus the power. And I'm going to use my compression length. And so we need the compression length error in meters divided by the compression length in meters. And then we're going to say squared. All right. And then I'm just going to close this parenthetical statement. And then we need to multiply this times the spring constant, which is here. So you guys can see that we're getting all of our information there. And I'm coming out with 1.65. Let's see. So I'll just put in 1.65 and let me see if that'll work. All right, that worked for me. All right, that's the end of this video.